finally, we got it in here. This is our this is actually our third attempt at this today. Welcome to NWCR's Removing the Liberal Blindfold for this Thursday, the 18th day of June in the year of our Lord 2020. I did a report on Monday of the people who are protesting against the police and calling for the defunding of them, and how most of the ones that are seen in the videos are black. Well, I had a question that day, and I asked it, but no one commented on it, anything on it. Blacks want cops to stop killing them? Well, then stop breaking the laws. It's as simple as this one thing. And now for what is going on. From the dailyarchives.org comes this one titled, Racist Black Thugs Shoot White Baby in the Face for the Fun of It. And this is what's coming if we don't stop what's going on now. Think of this, folks. If this had been two white thugs shooting a black baby in the face for the fun of it, can you imagine the media's reaction and the reaction of the lemmings who are jumping off cliffs in our cities now? It would be mayhem to the nth degree, and we would never hear the end of it. But statistics show that whites are killed by police much more than blacks are, and the reason is because the ones that are shot are committing crimes. Stop committing crimes, and the police will stop profiling you. It is because of this lawlessness that the police profile you in the first place. But the article I was going to be talking about is this, and this is coming, folks, if we don't stop what is going on. Hello, Billy Joe. Brunswick, Georgia has been rocked by the unprovoked hate crime murder of a 13-month-old baby boy. The baby was shot right in front of its mother by two black teenage thugs. Now you have to listen to the ages here because this is getting ridiculous. Two suspects have been arrested. They are ages 17 and 14. The mother was also shot in the leg. Brunswick, Georgia is about 60% black. The area where the murder took place is overwhelmingly black. The 2020 census shows the area to be 13% white and 73% black. The media also absolutely refuses to call it a hate crime. CNN called it a robbery attempt. NBC National News made their leading online story about how a white male is a suspect in killing another white male. The suspect is called a white supremacist because he is an ex-con and belongs to a white prison gang. NBC even enlisted the notorious fraudsters as SPLC to comment on how white prison gangs are the major threat to public safety. No, they are not, folks. The protests and what's going on today is the major threat to public safety. And now to remove the liberal blindfold, folks. It's like I'd said before, if this had been two white thugs shooting a black baby in the face for the fun of it, the media's reaction and the reaction of the lemmings who are jumping off cliffs in our cities now would have been mayhem at least, and it would have been anarchy at best. If your friends, and I'm not saying this only about blacks. Whites do it too, and they are just as ignorant and just as stupid doing it. But the idea that you can go and shoot people with immunity of punishment or trash someone's business and get away with it just shows the world your lack of intelligence. So if your friends are protesting and looting and killing people, look at the color. Right now, that is the thing to look at. The NBC diverting what was happening by pushing a white hate crime instead of this heinous murder is horrible, and they are no longer journalists, but instead are nothing more than authors making up stories. There is no news in any of this reporting they did. As for CNN, it's laughable what they have become, a robbery attempt for crying out loud. This was a hate crime, and you need to stop covering shit up for people who are committing those hate crimes. Get rid of all your so-called story maker-uppers and get some bona fide journalists who actually will tell the news instead of making it up for ratings, which, by the way, are so far down that if they go any farther down, they will cease to exist, for crying outside here. I thought this nation was civilized. It once was. Today, not so sure. We are letting a bunch of hoodlums run this nation into the dirt. Then comments like Senator Tim Kaine didn't help when he spoke the biggest untruth of the day. He said, quote, "The United States didn't inherit slavery from anybody. We created it," unquote. Someone should have shot him down at that moment, but sadly, no one had the gonads to do it. Slavery was prevalent all over the world then, and would have and had been long, long before America came on the scene. Tim Kaine should know this, yet he utters this complete stupidity, and no one calls him out on it until later. People, this kind of statement needs to be called out as soon as it is uttered, and if I'd have been there, I would have called him out. Period. That is the only way this kind of stupidity like Kaine's will stop. Stop this stupidity, folks. The rest will follow. God bless America. God bless our troops. And as a friend of mine used to always say, we will not be ruled. This is Robert the Infidel, and I'll see you all again on Monday, as tomorrow is my second show of the week. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. God bless you all.